ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Lies ain't no allowed people. Ain't no one allowed to do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 40-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
21, Ezekiel Elliott.
The numbers for Zeke from last week: 16 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yard line.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez in punt formation.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. It's taken to the 26. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
8 yards.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Now Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, going for Sanders downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Prescott off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
A the 7-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds his target, it's Schultz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 40, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Eagles 6.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. 2nd half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 14.
Elliott.
1st down, Dallas.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Prescott with
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
Now Pollard. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 44. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Sanders has it over the middle. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
To number 81.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pick.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run with Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Prescott to throw.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Hurts.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Watkins trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 10. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, a nice spin. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 20-13, 37 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Dallas.
This is Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
21.
And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So this one will end in a... CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the back. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all that. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters. In the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight. Set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin'. They told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where I'm sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother. I'll show you. We're like the type of dreams that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, behind you gon' I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
This is second nature, all is automatic.